Hi class, in this video I wanted to show you after we imported the chart of accounts on page 110 it wants us to edit a couple of accounts as well as add some accounts, some new accounts. So I'm looking on page 110 for a textbook page reference, and in the memo box it says to change the name of the expense account supplies to supplies expense. So I wanted to spend some time, in this video just showing you how to edit accounts. So if you click on, so I'm on the dashboard on my company homepage. If you click on accounting down here and then click on chart of accounts, you'll see a list of all the accounts that we imported in the chart of from the chart of accounts. And we're going to find supplies, and let me see. Go to the expense account supplies. So I'm going to scroll down until I get to the expenses accounts, and here it is. Here it says supplies. It's the expense account. The textbook wants us to rename that instead of supplies to say supplies expense. So I'm going to click on this down arrow and then click edit, and you see these options, and you can scroll down. So save account under, it's still an expense account. We just want to change the name. So supplies, you're going to type expense. Okay. And that's all it wants you to do there. And I know the textbook, the way that it's laid out, keep in mind that the textbook was written in 2018. They've not updated the textbook since then. The software is constantly being updated. So the screens may not look exactly the same. That's with any software though. This is a live software. It's going to be updated, it could be every day. I'm not sure how they update, but it gets updated quite frequently. But the main idea, it should still be the same. So you just got to, find it. Account name, it should be supplies expense. And I believe that's all they want you to change. So then you're going to click, let me move this down below, then you're going to click save. And so what that does is it updates our account name in our chart of accounts listing. So I'm going to go down and find supplies expense. If you now on page 111, it wants us to repeat the same steps above to rename the asset prepaid expenses to prepaid insurance. So that anything prepaid, remember, is an asset. So we're going to scroll up, and it tells you that in the textbook. And we are finding prepaid expenses. There is that account name. And we're going to click this down arrow. Oops, let me go back. Prepaid expenses, we're going to click the down arrow and click edit. And account name, they want us to change that to prepaid insurance. And also in the textbook, they want us to put a beginning balance. So we're going to click this down arrow. It says starting date and opening balance. Some of you emailed me about this and you don't see that option. That's where it's at. You have to toggle that or click that little arrow, and you're going to select a date, and you're going to select other date, because remember, for beginning balances we're changing these dates so that they are 12/31/2021, and then the balance they want us to enter is $1,200, and then click save. Okay, that's on the bottom of page 111. And then it talks about importing the chart of accounts, which there is a video on that. On page 114, so on 114, it wants us to open or to open up various accounts and make sure that they are properly categorized under the correct sub-account, and open a beginning balance, and we need to change the as of date to 12/31/2021. So let's start with the checking account. We're going to click on that down arrow and click on edit just to make sure this is done correctly. Save account under, that is a bank account, and you see how bank is highlighted here. This is the type. So in the textbook, when it talks about type, you want to make sure that that's correct up here. Save account under, this will be like if you have a sub account, or if you need to make an account, a sub account of another one, you would select that option here. It is a checking account. The name is correct. It's already checking. And the balance, I had already entered that balance, but there's a toggle, there's a little arrow that you will select. You'll click other as the date, the starting balance date, and you'll put 12/31/2021, and you'll enter that balance. So I'll show you those steps with the next account. We're going to edit cleaning supplies. So you're going to find the account name cleaning supplies, and you can type supplies, and it will filter. It will show you all the accounts that have the name supplies in it. So we're going to click that down arrow. We're going to click on edit. Save account under. So let me start up here. Edit account. It is an asset account. Save account under. That's for the balance sheet presentation. And if you change this up here, you'll see how it affects the balance sheet and down in this section. So I'm going to click that down arrow because I want that to be a sub account of supplies. So I'm going to select supplies. It is an other current asset. The account name is cleaning supplies, and I've already entered that balance for cleaning supplies as well. So when you come down here, you should see supplies, and notice how cleaning supplies is a sub-account of supplies now. So I'm going to click save, click yes, and let's do the next one, kennel supplies. Here's kennel supplies. There's kennel supplies expense as well, so make sure you're selecting the asset account. So again, I'm going to click that down arrow. I'm going to click edit. It is an asset. Save account under. In the textbook, under sub account of, it has supplies, so this is where I'm going to choose supplies, and that's correct. Tax form section, it's an other current asset. Account name is kennel supplies. Here's the starting date and opening balance option where you can edit that information. So I'm going to click that arrow and select date. I'm going to select other date, and I'm going to say 12/31/2021, and the balance they want us to enter is $1,895, $1,895, and then I'm going to click save and just click yes. So now you see the main account supplies, and then you have sub accounts underneath that. The next one is office supplies, and that one is here. Again, make sure you're selecting the correct one. Look at the type. We're changing the other current asset type. So click that down arrow, click edit. It's an asset. Save account under. Again, this is where you select the parent account, which is supplies, because we want this account to show up underneath supplies. And select this down arrow. The other date, we're selecting 12/31/2021, and the balance they have us enter is $350. And then click save and click yes. The next one is sales supplies, which is here. Again, we're going to select that down arrow, click edit. It's an asset. Save account under. Again, that's where you select the parent account, supplies, and the account name doesn't change. It's sales supplies, and then you're going to click that down arrow, select other date, and then 12/31/2021, and then the balance is 500, and then click Save and click Yes. Okay, we have 2 more to do. They want equipment loan. So, because you have so many accounts, you can filter. You can type the word equipment there, and then you'll see equipment loan, which shows up right here. Okay, you're going to select that down arrow, click Edit. It is a liability. It wants it to be a sub-account of loans payable. So you're going to select loans payable here, which is down here. Okay. Again, save account under. This is where you select that sub-account of in the chart. Okay. Account name is right. It's in the notes payable section. That's your detail type. Let me select that. We can select other long-term liabilities for that one. And equipment name, other date, 2000. Oops, sorry, that's the beginning balance. 12/31/2021 and 2000 here, and then select Save. Yes. And then one more, furniture and fixtures loan. So furniture, there's furniture and fixtures loan. We're going to select that down arrow, click Edit. It's a liability. Save account under. That is where, again, where you want to select the sub account of, and you're going to pick loans payable. And again, scroll down to the bottom and it will show you, if you select something different, how it changes the balance sheet. So it's under long-term liabilities, and then loans payable, we've got 2 different loans payable. So these 2 accounts are sub-accounts of loans payable. And then click that down arrow. You're going to select your date. It's going to be an other date. We're changing all beginning balances to 12/31/2021, and the beginning balance is $2,500, and then you click Save. All right, that takes care of page 114. And throughout the pages that follow, shows you those steps as well. Okay. I want to get to one more part of the chapter. Page 116, it has you add fixed assets. So let me show you how to do that in this video as well. So we're adding fixed assets. To add any new accounts, you're going to select New. So let me go back, okay, just to show you how I got there. Let me go to the dashboard. Under Accounting, select Chart of Accounts. And you see all the accounts. See how supplies, now we've got these sub accounts. We just did that. That was that process. And they've got beginning balances. Well, now on page 116, it wants us to add fixed assets. So I'm going to click New, that New button, and I'm adding an asset. So I'm going to select Asset. Okay. And then Save Account under. We're going to find fixed assets, and this detail type, you're going to find machinery and equipment. The account name, they want it to be called equipment, and opening balance, other date, 12/31/2021. Our balance is the original cost is $8,000. Okay, so let me click on, see how it has equipment here, and it's a type fixed asset, machinery and equipment, and the balance is $7,200. If you look in your book, The original cost of the equipment was $8,000. I'm on page 116 still. And the depreciation was $800. So the book value should come out to be $7,200. And I want to show you how I did that. So I had to click a new account for accumulated depreciation. So I'm going to go to the next one and I'll show you in that step how it comes out to equal the book value right here in this balance. So I'm going to go and add another fixed asset called furniture and fixtures. So I'm going to click new, say, and it's an asset, and I'm going to save that account under fixed assets, tax form section, also, let's see, furniture and fixtures. Account name is going to be furniture and fixtures. And my date, I'm going to select other date, 12/31/2021. And my balance, the original cost goes here, $15,000. And let me show you the balance sheet presentation. It's under fixed assets. We've got equipment. This was how it shows up to be $7,200 for equipment. The original cost was $8,000. The accumulated depreciation was $800. So furniture and fixtures is the original cost is $15,000. Okay, I'm going to click save because we're done with creating furniture and fixtures, but now I need to add the depreciation account. So I'm going to click save for the asset account. Okay, now I'm going to click on new and save account under, actually let me click assets and then save account under, this is going to be the furniture and fixtures account right here. Okay, this tax form section, you're going to select accumulated depreciation. Account name, I'm going to call this accumulated depreciation, and the down arrow, other date, 12/31/2021. The accumulated depreciation for the furniture and fixtures was $1,500. And let's scroll to look at how it shows up on the balance sheet. So furniture and fixtures is $15,000. Accumulated depreciation on the furniture and fixtures is $1,500. So when I click save and go back to my listing of chart of accounts, it should show the book value for furniture and fixtures. Excuse me, 15,000 to be 13,500. So I'm going to click save and find furniture and fixtures. Okay. Okay, let me go back to the dashboard and let me go back to my chart of accounts. I just checked the balance sheet to make sure and it was done correctly. So here we go. Equipment $7,200. That's the book value. Accumulated depreciation $800. Furniture and fixtures, the book value is $3,500. Accumulated depreciation shows up as $1,500. And if I go to the reports and click on balance sheet, and let me change the date to a custom date. And when you look at the report, it has equipment, the original cost was $8,000 and accumulated depreciation is $800. And then you see the book value. And the same thing for furniture and fixtures. original cost is $15,000, accumulated depreciation is $1,500, so it shows you the book value for furniture and fixtures. You're going to follow that same process for machinery and equipment and vehicles. So I will try to produce more videos next week, and I'll try to put some notes on how to do these steps, like in an announcement, and post to Blackboard. Hope this helps.